You're right, guys, it's Capgun Tom here, and welcome to episode number 43 of Deploying Dortmund. Now, we're going to start this episode off by jumping into our trade pile. You can see that we're listing up our two players that haven't managed to sell since the last episode. Both the Higuain and the team of the season, Nkulu, I believe it is, are yet to sell. We need these two to sell so that we can do a bit more trading in this episode, and then obviously start buying some more players. We've still got one man of the match and 3 team of the seasons to buy, so a lot of coins are needed for those players. And you can see that we did buy the man of the match, Royce, in the last episode. He's sitting there in our squad looking pretty. Now, if you're looking to buy some Ultimate Team coins, maybe to buy some of these players or any packs or whatever you fancy, go and check out FIFAUTonline.com. Their link will be down in the description. A fast, cheap and reliable coin service. So our first game, or what I thought was going to be our first game, was against an all-Dutch team. Unfortunately, the guy decided that he was going to quit out in the first minute of the game. No idea why. Maybe he saw my team shit himself and left, but that's his decision, I guess. We're going to go and try and find another game because we're actually in a bit of a dodgy position in this league. We're not doing too well. We do need to pick up some points to make sure that we stay in the division, and after that maybe we can try and push for the division title, but we're still going to have to wait and see on that front. Now, our first game is against a 5 at the back team. It's quite interesting because he's got Rooney and Taarabt at centre mid. I would never think to put those two there because generally they're seen more as attackers rather than midfielders, and I just generally think that they don't play well there. So we do take the lead against this guy. Quite a nice goal to start us off. Then we managed to score what was I thought was a very, very nice goal. Really good back heel from, I think it was Aubameyang to Bittencourt, who then finesses it in, comes off the inside of the post and into the back of the net. So there you go. There's another guy quitting out. We are now 2 quits in 2 games, which is, all right. It means we're taking points down, but it doesn't mean that we're getting, emphatic scorelines, which we all like to see. So we're going to go and jump into another game. I think this is our third game already, or our third game of the episode already. So let's hope we get some more luck in this one. We're 1 point off staying in the division, and then a whole bunch of points off actually winning the title. So the guy's using a 4-2-2-2 team. It's a La Liga team. It doesn't look particularly strong. I mean, he's got Carlos Vela up front. The person I was looking at and thinking, shit, I don't want to come up against him, is Benzema. But generally, with just one fast striker, you can pretty much contain them and stop them from causing you too many problems. Now, we took a penalty against this guy early on. He came to the edge of the box and absolutely snapped us. He was a very, very aggressive defender, and he ended up giving away a lot, and he did a lot of fouls. So, fortunately for us, we do convert this penalty. Hummel steps up and he does put it into the back of the net to make it 1-0 in the 26th minute. Then we see that Lewandowski crosses it across. Aubameyang is there to apply the finish in the 31st. So we're 2-0 up already. And I was actually pretty happy with this. I thought that we were playing well. We would go ahead and win the game pretty easily. And it's when that starts happening that, you let your defence down and you end up conceding, as you see there. Benzema goes through. Pretty weak defending, to be honest. Just making all kinds of mistakes and letting him through. However, we did manage to score a goal here. Didn't immediately come off this one because he actually gave away a penalty. However, the ball did travel into the back of the net. I don't know why the ref gave the penalty when, I'd already scored. But there you go. That's the referee for you. EA is a dumb company and they just have no idea, really. And you can see that I'm a bit sore towards EA. You'll understand towards the end of the episode why. But you're going to have to wait and see what it is that's pissing me off so much about EA when that comes round. So we're 3-1 up, and you can see here that there is a little ring that comes up in the bottom corner, and I thought he's rage quit. So I actually turned my monitor off and went and had a look at my computer, and then realised 10 seconds later that he hadn't quit and that he was actually still playing, and he got 1 goal back. So that was a bit of a dumb move from me. So we are 3-2 at this point, and I was like, oh damn, this is actually giving him a way back into the game. And indeed, he did find his way back into the game, and this time it was across to Benzema, who did convert it to make it 3-3 in the 58th minute. After that, there wasn't anything left. I just went absolutely ham. I don't really understand what happened. He seemed like a decent player before, but as soon as he scored the 3rd goal, he's just switched off, and I went crazy. He scored with Felipe Santana in the 61st, and then Aubameyang, he just did work. I mean, there's 1 goal, then you'll see that as soon as he scores that one, there's going to be another one. It literally minutes apart from each other. Easy goal there, just slotting it past the keeper. This time he actually does roulettes for days around 3 different players to get through on goal and then managed to finesse it away. I think that was just terrible defending, to be honest. He just brought all his players, didn't, stand back. If someone's doing skill moves against you, all you need to do is just stand back or stand off them and they won't be able to go past you. Aubameyang with another goal, and then Royce managed to put his name on the score list in the 89th minute, and we take down a 9-3 win, so a pretty good result. I think the guy got pretty sick of me towards the end. He did put his controller down, but, what can you do? It wasn't until I'd scored the 9th goal that he actually put the controller down anyway, so it didn't affect the result in any way. So we've gone away and done some trading, and I have to say to the people who keep putting in the comment section, please do some trading. I am doing some trading, it's right there on screen, and if you see someone put a comment like, do some trading, then please go and give them a little bit of hate. I don't usually like to spread hate in the comment section, but these people are such derps, they really need to be told what's what, and that there is trading in these videos, because they're clearly not getting the picture. So there you go, we've done a little bit of trading. We've got 3 players there. We had an Atsu, first informed Weidenfeller, and one other player as well. I can't quite remember who it was, but some profit to be made on all of them, that's for sure. So we're going into our next game, and the title is actually becoming a reality. We have 3 games left, and we only need, I think it's 7 points from it, so it's 2 wins and 1 draw, and we come up against what looks like a pretty weak team. He's got red formation boxes all over the places, orange formation boxes, and just generally look quite a weak team. However, saying that, he did manage to take the lead, so that makes my analysis of his team pretty relevant, and Remy takes the first goal to him. However, we managed to get another goal here, or we managed to get our first goal of the game. It was Goetze going through on the overlap from that left mid position. I don't like playing Goetze at left mid. I think he should be central, but just because he's got that left mid, his second in form that we're using at the moment, we are going to have to continue to play him there for the remainder of the time until we get the Team of the Season version. So we end up taking a win on that one. Felipe Santana with a header and a good goal to give us that 2-1 victory. And we're going to go into our next game, and we're playing against a full bronze team. Now, you're thinking, oh, this is going to be really easy, but it was anything but. I absolutely sweated my arse off against this guy because he came at me with all guns blazing. He scored so many goals. The pace of his team was just very, very difficult to control. I managed to give away a penalty early on. You see here that Subotic has just gone and absolutely flattened his player that's tried to cross it. I think it's Ainsworth that steps up, takes it and puts it into the back of the net. So we are now 1-0 down. So we have got our work cut out. It's only the 13th minute, so I did think that I had a very good chance to come back into it, and that's exactly what happened. Royce managed to get through in the 16th and put it away. 17th minute goal, and a nice way to get back into the game, really. Royce needs to score some goals from us because there's not enough coming from our 2 strikers. I feel that they're not scoring enough to really carry us through a lot of these games, so we do need, our left and right mid to actually, get a couple of goals and help out those strikers. Now, we end up going to 2, Ainsworth again getting through on goal. Brought my keeper into no man's land and just go round him. Tried to block it, but was to no avail. He ended up getting a goal. Then he managed to get another goal. This time it was Ings who went through and he popped it into the back of the net in the 50th. So we're 3-2 down, and I was actually starting to get really worried at this point. That was until he threw the ball straight to me, straight down the middle, and you know what happens. The defenders just don't switch on when the goalkeeper throws it out and the ball comes immediately back in. So there's Shiba putting that one into the back of the net in the 59th minute to give us a 3-3 draw. And then we even managed to grab ourselves a late winner in the 80th minute. Ball comes off the keeper and there's Shiba to pop that one to the back of the net. Shiba, I think without him we would really struggle. I mean, he has done such good work for us over the couple of, or in fact, how many divisions we've played with him. It's ridiculous. I think he's played the best part of 80 games now, so he's really good, and I would definitely recommend you try him if you're making maybe a non-rare Bundesliga team. So there you go. Now we're going to go back into the arena. You can see that all we need from our one remaining game is 1 point. And you may remember that I said that I got pretty pissed off with EA in this episode, and you're about to find out why. You can see we've managed to sell Weidenfeller already, one game, and he has already sold. We've still got the other 2 players, or the other 4 players in fact. The player that I couldn't remember earlier was, I can't even remember his name now. It's that Brazilian guy who plays in Serie B. Quite a nice looking inform card he's got. Now I shouted for a bad team to come up when this game came, you know, when I went into this game, because basically I haven't won Division 1 in ages on this account. I really wanted to win it. The guy had an awful team. I was like, yes. and then he went and quit out immediately. And you're probably thinking, doesn't matter, you know, you just get to go and play into your next game. But when you've only got one game remaining, there's a glitch on EA. It thinks that you've, you know, played the full game, even though it doesn't count when you go back into the arena. And you can see there it says you'll remain in the current division. So we don't even get a crack at the title, even though all we needed was a draw. So a pretty depressing way to end the episode, I know. I don't know how long it's been since we actually won the Division 1 title, and I was on such a good run that I thought I deserved, you know, to actually take that title down. But you know, that's just the way the cookie crumbles, so we're going to have to leave it there. I hope you've enjoyed the episode, guys. I know that it was quite long. A lot of you have been asking for longer episodes, so I hope you sort of enjoyed it. If you're new, subscribe, but other than that, I'm going to have to leave it there, and I will see you all next time.